Hi, I'm Eddie Obeng, and this is How. Daily, I bring you a different way to make your life better. A how into your world. This one is for most people who are running organizations and businesses which are trying to be enterprises, i.e., trying to make money, trying to actually provide value for their customers. Because as we all know, since the world got broken about 6 years ago, it's been different to try and make money. And so there's a little bit of a money hunt on. Where can I go? What can I do to find where the money is hidden? And that's what the pet is about today. It's called the Money Making Machine Money Hunt. Let's jump on Cube and I'll show you around and we'll figure out how to do it. So welcome to Cube, where, as you know, the sun is always shining and we can always collaborate and do work. I'm going to introduce yet another collaborative pet. This particular one is particularly collaborative because it's a free format one. You want a large and wide discussion amongst you and your colleagues to try and figure out what to do. So let me jump in here. This is one of my favorite cubicles. I like this cubicle because basically it has over here, you can see it says A team, and then over here it says team one. So both teams are winners, irrespective of what they do. That's a bit of silliness. Okay, let's jump in. So the pet we're looking at today is from my book, The Money Making Machine. If you've not read it, read it. It'll make your life better. The story in The Money Making Machine is about going to a money-making shop in the town I live and work in called Beaconsfield. And in that town, that shop, which sells money-making machines, sells multiple money-making machines. And the characters in the story are trying to decide which money-making machine to buy. And it explains to you quite clearly how to figure out how to make a business case, how to work out which is the very best money-making machine. So read the book, because I'm not going to go through it here. I just want to talk about the money hunt. The question is, where is the money hidden? And the best way to think about it is that the reality is that there are always opportunities out there, because one of the things we know about organizations and trying to make money is that the process of finding value for people is always a misunderstanding. On the one hand, there's you, and you're busy thinking that you've got some product or other. And on the other hand, there is the customer who is also there, and they're thinking in their minds, they've got something they need, and they've got this pile of greenbacks, which they want to get rid of in order to get what they need. And the idea is that between the two of you, you swap, you give them their thing, and they give you the money. Now, once the world broke about 6 years ago, it became unclear what people wanted, because they were doing weird stuff like work from home, which is an oxymoron. You can't work from home. I mean, you can pretend, but real work is with other people, with dynamism, with energy. You can sit at home and look at a screen. Does that work? I don't know. Anyway, so that became quite interesting. So we don't know especially what people want, and they might not know themselves. And we don't know whether the people you're looking for are the same people who were there before the world broke, or whether they are completely new people who you can't recognize. So it's quite difficult to figure out where the money is, where this bag of green things which somebody wants to give you are hidden. And then the other question is, the thing which you're offering, is it still what people are after? Has the world changed? So there's a whole process of trying to hunt for the money. And that's what Money Hunt is about. And the reason it's more of a brainstorm where you discuss with your colleagues as you do it, you spin cast, go and look at that pet, so that you generally classically bring up a lot of new ideas. If you have an opportunity to have lots of people, get them all involved in this process. If you are using AI, get the AI to work. But the pet is very simple. It basically goes, let's dream about different people. So we'll talk about different potential customers, clients, consumers, okay? And let's look at their willingness to pay for something they want. So that's like step one. And so you brainstorm in this area over here, in this middle bit here, ideas you have, and you shuffle them up and down as to who might the customer be and what might they want. Then you have a look at yourselves. I've done you in red, and you start linking to, well, what can we offer? And you start tagging the things you think the customers might want with, you can do this. We either currently do it or we can figure out how to do it. And then you want to tag, oh, can anyone else do this? Because what you're trying to do is find things which the customer, old or new, really wants. You can either offer now or figure out how to offer, and other people might struggle to figure out how to offer. And that's where the money probably is on your money hunt. So I've just got a very simple example here. So let's pretend we're doing it together and say, right, let's have a think about the customers we might have. And I would say, oh, well, let's pretend it's coaching. So it's coaching people. To be able to tell, I've got one who wants to be able to tell their boss that they're up to the board, they're up to speed with AI. There's one who also might, why are they all the same? Oh, who knows? Find a way to use AI that supports and enhances my people. Let's pretend this one's something different because I don't know what's gone wrong there. Okay, so you're discussing, actually, the willingness to pay is more that people want to find an AI, but actually the reality is, if we talk to executives, they just don't mind spending money, especially if it's just the board. Let me cross out my boss on that one, okay? Because the investors and they talk to the executives about big amounts of money. So willingness to pay is probably quite high here. Second willingness to pay is here, and that one. Then you go, okay, well, what can we do? Well, we're pretty good at coaching people so they can talk about AI. I'm just making up, okay? So you might capture that one there. Bring this across. So yeah, we can do this one here. And we probably can also help people who are trying to be able to use it themselves. Great. Okay. What might other people be able to do? So the ones here, I should probably have made this one black. Let me choose it. Make it black and I'll make these ones red just to make it. Okay. Actually, red is boring. Let's go for burgundy. Okay, burgundy. Okay, so that represents you. And then we go, there's 400 million consultants and coaches also claiming they can help you to use AI, blah, blah, blah. So what we should do is we should just focus on the board members and we should get good stories so they can tell their investors. So that's what you're doing with the Money Hunt. It's a discussion. You work it round in rounds. So first of all, think about who these customers existing or future might be. Then second round, come up with what you think they would like. Third round, figure out the willingness to pay. Fourth round, add where you can add value. Fifth round, add the areas you probably shouldn't go into because there's too much competition. After each round of ideas, you spin cast, let everyone talk. That brings in the introverts. Introverts are wonderful people. They have superpowers. They often know stuff no one else knows. So that is the money-making machine, Money Hunt. So subscribe to the channel. There's lots of other stuff there. Look for the newsletter on LinkedIn. Or if you're particularly keen on getting on with it, look for the quick guide. I've been Eddie Obeng. I'll see you again.